afternoon.
Good afternoon. We are the silver team, and the need we chose is a faster way to detect genes of antimicrobial resistance in order to allow a higher survival rate of multi-resistant infected patients. So the lack of speed on the diagnosis of a resistant infection makes the treatment more difficult, leading to a bigger death rate. An earlier empirical treatment is the doctor's priority. Otherwise, the use of a broad spectrum contributes for antibiotic contributes for the selection of multi-resistant bacteria. The antibiogram is the classic way to test antimicrobial resistance. On the Petri discs, several filtered paper discs are placed containing antibiotics. After incubation, it's possible to see if the bacteria grew up around the disc, therefore being resistant or not. Then the bacteria is sensitive. As a result, we can trace a profile of antimicrobial susceptibility. It helps to guide the doctor and pharmacist in selecting the best empiric antimicrobial treatment. The GeneXpert MTB RIF detection with a PCR technique is a rapid tool for diagnosis of tuberculosis. It searches for the resistance to rifampicin and gives the result within 2 hours. It was recently implanted worldwide, including on our public health system in Brazil. In Brazil, there are 7,514 hospitals and more than 21,000 ICU beds. 2,212 hospitals reported problems with healthcare-associated infections. Considering KPC is one of the most common resistance genes, a tool for rapid diagnosis of the KPC gene would be interesting for the hospitals. The hospital admission time would drop, providing more rotation on the ICUs and more patients could be admitted.
About the market analysis, according to the visits we made, we can conclude that the focus sector will be the microbiology laboratories of hospitals, etc., because they lack a faster antibiogram method to treat patients who suffering from multi-resistant bacterial infections. About the clients, the direct clients would be the hospitals because they will be the users and the buyers of our product, and the indirect clients will be the patients because our product may attend their need. The competitors are the companies that provide the machines and materials to perform antibiogram today, and the providers are the biotechnology product development companies. One of them is Thermo Fisher, who sell all of the parts for our product. Another is Molecular Biology Institute of Paraná, from Ministry of Health. And other companies is Genoma and Síntese Biotecnologia, that sell only a few parts of our product. And the possible investors will be exposed patients, hospitals, and the Ministry of Health. They should invest because the method could speed up the treatment of the patient and the patient's life, and because the time is crucial.
Having notion of our need scenario, we established the main criteria that your product needs to have. Firstly, our major criteria is that our product have the capacity to obtain a result in less than 4 hours, a big difference in relation to the 60 hours that the actual antibiogram service. That's the actual antibiogram service. Another criteria, obviously, is that is that our products must have a big accuracy for not have a doubt in which antimicrobial to use. Also, we thought that it is very important that this product has a cost less than 20 reais for sample, because normally faster methods demands a right cost. And we found that it is good that not require professional training is in long courses is essential.
So, our top solution concept consists in use the loop-mediated isothermal amplification method that include using primers and dual PCR to detect a specific molecule about it by eye, about the turbidity. So this is a normal PCR. The difference between the looping mediated isothermal amplification that we call LAMP is that we don't need to denaturate the DNA. So we don't need to use a thermocycle. We can use a benmarine. And the whole idea consists in using the DNA, addict the LAMP reagents with the primer, and amplified the gene of interest. And by eye, you can see the turbidity bit without a microscope or anything. Why we choose this is because it's feasible, is really specific for analysis the gene resistance of a microorganism. So we start the point with the KPC genes, but actually the idea is do a multiplex test, and is cheaper and faster than the actual methods. About the next steps, we need to search for conserved genes to create the primers and align genes that confer the resistance to the bacteria. We are just on the premillinear idea, because we need to focus on what will be the gene resistance that we will try to detect, how we will solve the idea, and those things. About it, if we will do a kit or do sensors and those things. So, thank you.